In this video, we're going to talk about how to use visual models to turn your ideas into something your audience instantly understands and actually remember. Because here's the thing, most business owners have great systems, but when they try to explain them, people's eyes glaze over. And if you can sketch your process on a napkin, chances are your audience isn't really getting it. And if they don't get it, they don't buy it. We have been using visual models a ton in our content and in our courses, and people are loving them. And every time we share one, we get comments like, oh, that finally clicked for me, or this made so much sense. And we realized no one is teaching creators how to actually build their own for their own offers and their own processes. So today I'm going to have Sean lead this one. He is the mastermind behind all of our visual models, and he's going to walk you through a few of the most powerful ones that we use and show you how you can start using them too.
Okay, this is cool because I get to draw. All right, so I'm going to walk you through 3 different visual models that work amazingly well to just get the idea across, make your videos more entertaining, make it so that the concepts stick, make it make sense to people. And it's just a ton of fun too to be able to draw stuff, right? How cool is this? So let me open this up here. Okay, so this first one right here is a quadrant setup, and I'm actually going to illustrate something that you might have seen before, and then I'm going to do a couple of our own after this. But why quadrants work is you have 2 axes here, which just provides instant clarity for people. Each axis represents a spectrum, so you have left to right, which could be low to high, top to bottom, it could be fast versus slow, internal versus external. Like basically, it's just a really easy way to make abstract ideas tangible. So instead of just listing traits or thoughts or ideas, you can describe them, but then visually show where they land. So let me show you what I mean by that. For the axis going left to right, we have things that are not important. And then on the right, we have things that are important. And then up top, we have things that are urgent, and then down here we have not urgent. And so for things that are urgent but not important, this is stuff that you should probably delegate. Hand off to a virtual assistant, automate, something or other like that. Get it off your plate because it is something that needs to happen, but it's not needle-moving, really super important things. Chances are, if something's in this box, it doesn't need to be you getting it done. You probably hand that off to somebody else, and you probably should. In the bottom left hand here, this is basically procrastination land. Or would it just be procrastination? Things in the bottom left, typically, you can just get rid of this. Delete, unless you're intentionally doing it just for fun, but just know what you're doing. Make a decision based on that. In the upper right hand, we're talking about urgent and important things. This is stuff that should be done right now. I feel like this is a lot of source of being busy and that type of thing, but like the long-term important things never get done. The needle movers that actually move your business really far forward. And so if we look in the bottom right, the not urgent but important, this is actually your great strategy and your long-term success box right here. This is where it is very easy to let days and weeks and months go by and not do anything in this box because you're busy in the other boxes. And that is one reason that things don't grow. You don't have that momentum. You don't have that long-term success that you are looking for. So just a nice little trick there. But anyhow, this is an example of using a quadrant as a visual model to explain a concept and an idea for productivity, how to choose what to do to have a good impact on your business. And we'll now move on to the next one. This one right here is a flywheel or a loop. And this is where you can visually illustrate how there are certain steps that might be taken that you might just repeat over and over to get a good outcome. So for this one, let's just say that you're talking about just the general sales process, how to make money in your business. And we know that we need people to know that you exist, and we know that they need to know, like, and trust you. And then we know that they need to actually buy what you're selling. And so to illustrate a concept visually like that, you might say something or other like, you're going to connect with people Then we are going to communicate and nurture, find out their issues, find out if you can help. And then we are going to make an offer, assuming that you do have or do something that can help them. And we are just going to repeat this over and over and over. Connect, communicate, offer, connect, communicate, offer. And if this is something that you do in your business every single day, then you're going to have success. So it's just a very simple visual model that explains that concept, and it's something where you can look at it and know exactly what to do every day in your business based on those three main things that are required to make sales over and over. So that's that one. And then here we've got a Venn diagram. I love these. This is a great thing to be able to show the overlap between multiple ideas and reveal a sweet spot. It's a really fun way to think about a concept differently and maybe uncover something. Maybe as you're trying to explain what you're doing, it doesn't quite click, but then you put these on top of each other, and then pretty soon it's like, I see how that would work for me. I see what my idea would be. And so to give you an example of that, one of the things that's really helpful in business is to be able to offer your ideal client a quick win. Something or other that they can get help from you, some small, quick transformation that is important to them that makes a difference. And so we might think to ourselves, okay, how would we create a good one of these? And so let's say that you have what your clients want, and now let's say what you are great at. And it might be easy to look at these two and think, okay, I'm good at something, they want it, that's the perfect thing. But third thing that we want to add in here is what gets them a result fast. Now we've got something where if you put all three of these things together, that is an offer that you are going to be good at delivering and enjoy delivering. And then this is going to result in more sales for you in the future because now they're going to know, like, trust you even more because you did something for them that got them a quick win. Now, if you've got the next step that you offer, they're going to be way more likely to be into that because you've already proven that you can help them using, as Frank Kern would say, the old prove that you can help them by actually helping them trick. So that's just three of the visual models that we've been using lately. Pretty excited about these. It makes teaching just so much easier, so much more impactful. And not only do these help you explain ideas to people and make things click and make your content more sticky, it gives you really cool ideas for what the content should be to begin with.
Okay, so that was just 3 of them. There are 13 more that we commonly use, and we are always working on building new ones. This is exactly one of the things that we help people build. If you want to learn the others, we go through all of them in Consistent Cash Insiders. You can check out the link for that below. And if you found this video valuable, please subscribe. We release a new video every Friday.